Okay guys, so welcome back to Thick Jimmy Gaming Extravaganza, and today we're playing Mortal Kombat 4. Yeah, again, we are back to playing every Game Boy Color game in existence, and we're going to try and figure out which is the worst Game Boy Color game ever made. Now, obviously that's a bit subjective because it's based on opinion, we've only played a few so far, but we're going to see if Mortal Kombat 4 is of the worst or the best. So I have some opinions of the Mortal Kombat franchise, which I'll tell you in a minute. Let me try the game out first and see. So far, this is absolutely hideous looking, I will tell you. Well, what happened? What's going on? I didn't pick anything yet. Am I? Okay, I guess I'm Sub-Zero. I don't know. Am I controlling this? Okay, I didn't actually touch anything, but it just picked it for me. So let's just play a couple rounds here and see. First of all, I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed that in the character select screen, you can't choose. It doesn't show the name of the characters, so I don't know who was who. Okay, Sub-Zero wins. Excellent. I will tell you right away that this, in my opinion, looks absolutely terrible. Graphically, I'm actually surprised. Whoa, look at that. It looks terrible graphically. It looks like, I don't know, just look at some of the other games on the Game Boy Color. I mean, nothing's great, right? But this is, Mortal Kombat is like a, I don't know how to do I don't know how to do the fatalities or whatever. Mortal Kombat is like what do they call it? A AAA title? What's the you know? It's a big franchise. It's like a top tier franchise, and this looks gross. Oh, look at that. That's awful. Look at the girl. Look at the pixels on her. Oh, I don't know how to. Oh, I just sliding kick there. So here's the thing. For Mortal Kombat, I grew up with it to some degree in the 90s with Super Nintendo and Sega and all that, and I always felt that the Mortal Kombat games were vastly overrated, and here's the reason why. They're all show. There's no substance to them. Every character is a clone of each other. Like, I'm not even paying attention. I'm just button mashing here. I don't, and I may be upsetting some people here if you love Mortal Kombat, but here's the thing. The characters are all clones of each other, right? Like the basic kicking and punching and this uppercut move, they're all the same. They each have their own projectile. But other than that, though, if you look at, there's games like Street Fighter 2 and Killer Instinct and stuff like that, if you're going to play a fighting game, and all the characters, have their own feel, right? If you play Street Fighter 2 and you play, like, E Honda, the sumo guy, and then you play, like, Ken or whatever, they're very different. All their kicks are different. They're different speeds, different strengths. And I just always found that Mortal Kombat was like, it's like 12 clones of each other, you know what I mean? And it's just, I got bored of it really quickly. The good thing about Mortal Kombat, I guess, was the violence, if you care about that. I never cared. I didn't care about that. I didn't think it was that exciting, but it's all like, the music and the style and the artwork and the character design, that's all really cool, right? But the game itself, I just always thought was not that good. And I'm talking about, of course, the original Mortal Kombats on, like, the Sega and that. Not the, I know the, Mortal Kombat 20 on the PlayStation 5 or whatever, I'm sure it's great and has all those things, but the original ones I just found were really boring. They all have this, this like rapid punching thing. It's all the same for every character. And so now, when looking at this game, which I'm already bored of, this game has that problem with every character being the same, but it's missing all of the good stuff, like the violence, and it looks awful, and the music I don't have on right now, but I had it on before, and it's just like a bunch of beeps and stuff like that. It's not, right, it's a Game Boy, right? So you don't get the cool music. It's basically a game that I already don't think is that good, but the things that I did think were good about it have been stripped away, and you get this piece of garbage. So I really don't like this. I would never play this game. I'd be sad if I bought it. And then the other thing as well is everyone's like, oh, the fatalities are so cool and all that, right? Well, first of all, any casual player, they're way too hard to pull off. I don't know how. And the fatalities and stuff like that aren't part of the gameplay. It's something that you can do after you've already won the match, right? If you can pull it off, you get to see the little cool show. But it's not in the actual game, though. You can just as easily just punch them and nudge them over, and you've already won. Unlike a game like Smash Bros, where they have like the Smash Ball, which is similar to like a Fatality kind of thing, right? It's like a big special move everyone has. But in that game, there's like, you have to race for the Smash Ball, right? It's part of it's integrated into the game. Is this Raiden or whatever you say his name is? In that game, it's yeah, like you make yourself vulnerable. If you want to go for the Smash Ball, you're no longer, you're vulnerable to get to attacks and stuff like that, right? So it was built into the game, as opposed to this game where, again, it's just a little showpiece at the end of the boring fight, So I'm not even paying attention. I'm just button mashing while I talk, and I'm just crushing everybody in this game because it's so simple, right? It's just, and I know, you got, oh, there we go, uppercut. I do kind of like the hit, like when you hit, the screen kind of shakes, and you can kind of feel like the weight of the hit sometimes. But, I don't know, just meh. I just think it's lame. I think it looks awful compared to what else there is, and there's no excuse for it to look this terrible because it's, like I said, it's a pretty top tier game like Mortal Kombat, where they could put more effort into it, right? I don't know how to do I have to look up the buttons to press to do the fatality thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. And when this came out back in 1999 or whatever, or 2000, I guess there was the internet, but you could look it up. But most kids, though, couldn't look up how to do the fatalities and stuff like that. So you were just stuck doing what I'm doing, which is just these lame punching and kicking. And this is the extent of the game. There's nothing else to do in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, you just button mash through 8 guys, and then you do it over and over and over again. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that so far, if you can believe it, I know it just seems like I'm hating on it extra, but I went into this game thinking I don't like Mortal Kombat that much, so hopefully this has something to offer. And it's, like I said, it's just everything about Mortal Kombat minus all the cool stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is officially, as of now, I've got lots to go still, this is my least favorite and therefore the worst Game Boy Color game of all time so far. I can honestly tell you that, let me read the story here, hang on a second. Game over, okay. I can honestly tell you that, look at this, what is that? What am I looking at? It doesn't say the name of the character, right? So I don't know. It just picks it for you after a few seconds. I can honestly tell you that if I woke up tomorrow morning, I would rather play Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen horseback riding, because at least there's some skill there and you can unlock stuff and progress in the game. This is just me button mashing ugly, hideous graphics for a couple of minutes, you know what I mean? So I'd rather play the Austin Powers games because there's more to do. And yeah, I'm sorry if you love Mortal Kombat and you have fond memories of this game. I'm sorry for offending you. It's just my opinion. And yeah, this takes the title so far. This is my least favorite game I've played so far. So, Mortal Kombat, not good. This is also Mortal Kombat 4, which is on the Game Boy Color. From what I could tell, this is the only Mortal Kombat game. There was no 1 through 3. I think it's because this coincided with the release of Mortal Kombat 4, I think, on the Super Nintendo or whatever, so that it came out with it, which is why you don't get the other 3. But it doesn't matter. They'd all be the same anyways, right? So, look at this. Look at how bad this looks. Look at the... Oh, look at the spooky face on the tree in the background. That's cool. Why is that not tripping him? Is he blocking it? I don't understand. And then that, okay. Anyways, well, I'm not going to drag this on any longer. Finish him. Do something cool. No? Okay. All right, anyways, that's Mortal Kombat 4 for the Game Boy Color. Not a big fan. Yeah, that's it. Worst game on the Game Boy Color so far, but next week I'll have another game to try out, and we'll see if it can be worse than Mortal Kombat. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.